morning, West Michigan, and welcome to Monday. It is 8 West, and here we are kicking off a brand new work week. Jordan Carson's here, of course, as Rachel continues to take her maternity leave, and it's interesting because I was kind of adding it up, and I thought, it's 2 weeks down.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Gosh, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah.
Seems like she was just here with her little baby bump.
Yeah.
Gosh, 2
and
weeks
so now
already.
here she is. So she's continuing to have a super great maternity leave, and we've been checking it. If you're following us on Facebook, she's been really great about posting some pictures and
All
just kind of letting us know what's going on. Well, it was a bummer of a weekend for most of Michigan's sports fans. Of course, the Tigers lost, unfortunately. The Lions had their first loss of the season, their first loss since way back in December. So a lot of folks are really sad about that. But if you're watch the Michigan State game. If you're a Michigan State fan, you're celebrating. Michigan fans thinking they had absolutely nothing to celebrate this weekend.
And we have a ton of state fans here at the station.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like everyone went to Michigan State. So
well, Michigan State has a fantastic journalism program, and so we get a lot of employees here graduated from Michigan State in that broadcasting or communications program, including our very own 8 West fashionista, Amanda Harper. So Amanda was our person at the game to give us the live reporting, and here she is with a couple of her girlfriends who also are state fans. And I got to tell you, Jordan, when she showed me the spread of food at her tailgate party, I was blown away. You know what tailgate parties are usually, you know, hot dogs, hamburgers, maybe sandwiches. Check out this.
And you said there was salmon there. I mean, like top of the line tailgating.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Salmon, fresh fruit salad. You know, great desserts. Hot apple cider.
Where was I?
I know, exactly. We should be invited to the kind of a tailgate party. And then, of course, Amanda had to show us the after-game celebration. The Spartans in their new uniforms just for Saturday's game. What did you think of the uniform style?
I thought they looked really nice, actually. And, you know, I have never been to a Michigan State game ever in my life. So sad because I've lived here all of my life, but never been. And that is one of the first things I noticed.
The uniforms.
They looked really, really nice.
Yeah, and I guess it was just a one-time thing. They just wore these uniforms for the big game on Saturday, and they're going back to their regular uniforms next weekend. So, yeah.
It looked really nice, so good game.
Did you catch it on TV? I know you were out of state this weekend.
I was. I saw a little bit of it, but I had a really awesome weekend. You know, all my life, my family has been really involved in charity, and I've kind of taken that role into my adult life, and I went out of town for a specific charity. It was the MS National Kickoff. It's called the MS 150, and it was in Houston. And so I was in Houston over the weekend, and this is such a neat cause. The MS Kickoff, it's called the BP MS Kickoff, and what it is, right in Houston, they have tons of people, tons of vendors that come down, and essentially what they're doing is they're raising funds, and everyone is riding 150, well, they call it the 150, but it's actually 183 miles they're riding. So they're getting on their bikes and they're riding and cycling all the way from Houston to Austin to raise money and raise awareness for MS, which is really incredible. And not only was it the supporters, but people who have actually been diagnosed with MS, and some of them were getting ready to ride, which was so incredible, really, really inspiring for such a great cause. So
wonderful. You know, and it looks like you had pretty decent weather there.
Oh, gosh, it was beautiful. And I thought of you because I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be lovely to have 85-degree weather right now?
Oh, yeah. You know, just a week ago here in West Michigan, we had sunshine and highs in the 80s, and then this past weekend, it was like we were living in a wind machine because it was so windy, such a blustery day. And I think actually that was probably part of the big story in the Michigan State football game on Saturday, just because Michigan has such a great aerial offense that unfortunately they weren't able to take advantage of that over the weekend.
Yeah, you know, we had a couple people, a couple friends of mine that actually went to the game, and I kind of chuckled and I said, how cold were you? And they said it wasn't too bad, you know, they're so packed in there in the stands, and so they kind of kept warm. So.
Yeah, once you get in there. Well, I was at a big event Saturday night, and that was the wedding of Bill Steffen's youngest daughter, and it was kind of one of those where here's Bill and his beautiful wife, Gail, and then Michelle and her husband. It was a beautiful event. It was at Noto's, and you know, we've done a lot of work with Noto's over the years. They have fantastic food, and it was just a beautiful celebration. And the Steffen family, you know, we know Bill because he's on the air, and he's funny, and he's very knowledgeable. And of course, his daughter would take on that same role. So everything about their wedding was just so sweet, so smart. And this was one of my favorite moments, the father-daughter dance. And
that always chokes me up a little bit.
I know. And you know, and the interesting part about it this year is that, you know, we're kind of in wedding planning mode in the DeBoer household, because we've got our oldest son getting married in June, and so my husband and I were there, so I had to take a quick picture with him. But it was a really great, it was a great evening. I was on my way to the wedding and had to stop and grab a card, because of course I do everything at the last minute. So I ran into the Walmart over on 28th Street, and I ran into a lady who said, I was at Bill's wedding all those years ago, and she reminded me of something that when he and his wife Gail got married, they took off in a hot air balloon after the wedding reception was over. That's how they left.
That doesn't surprise me. Only Bill would do something that big.
Yeah. So anyway, so it was so windy on Saturday. I don't think that was in the plan anyway, but they would have not been able to take off in a hot air balloon because it was so windy. But it was a beautiful evening, lots of sun, beautiful sunset, and congratulations. I hope that you have a wonderful and happy life together.
Beautiful wedding from the pictures. Did you get any tips?
Did I get any tips? Yeah. You know,
not like you need any.
Well, you know what? It struck me. Here's the one thing. It struck me that it went by so fast, to not stress out about the planning of it. Just enjoy the moment and look forward to the celebration of the marriage to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to their family.
Okay, we do have to say a special shout out this morning to our friend Mary over at Ginkgo Studios. She provides us every single week of the year with a beautiful arrangement, and you know, I think we're channeling in our real October feel with this one. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful. It just reminds me of fall, which is one of my favorite times of the year. So pretty, the colors and just blossoming and beautiful.
And this one is really nice because it's peppers and also beans.
Beans. I would have never thought to mix the two.
No, but
look
it
how
looks
beautiful this is.
So autumnal. So Mary, thank you so much. Your creativity continues to blow us away week after week.
Always.
Oh,
always. Beautiful.